Attack of the Crab Monsters, The Terror, The Wasp Woman, Not of This Earth. This is Roger Corman. For decades, this legendary American filmmaker has been able to put together a vast filmography which has enabled him to be considered one of the greatest B-movie filmmakers of all time, and continues to be a major influence on filmmakers today. Born in Detroit, Michigan on April 5, 1926, Roger Corman developed a passion for the art of film while studying engineering. After working as a scriptwriter and producer for American International Pictures, Corman took to the director's chair for the first time in his 1955 western, 5 Guns West. Over the following 15 years, Corman directed 53 films. A proven master of low-budget, fast-paced filmmaking, he would release multiple films every year, including 9 in 1957 and 9 in 1958. However, his personal record speed was for his 1960 classic, Little Shop of Horrors. This dark comedy about a clumsy young florist who is forced to kill people in order to feed his popular carnivorous plant was made in only 2 days and 1 night, and starred a young Jack Nicholson, a recurring collaborator in Corman films.
Is this Stoddard's office?
Just a minute.
In 1962, Roger Corman released his film The Intruder, starring William Shatner, a commentary on racial segregation in the South. When a man in a gleaming white suit enters a small town in the southern states at the dawn of integration in order to rally the townspeople to stand up against the integration laws, chaos ensues, and his control on the situation begins to give way. Despite being a critical success, The Intruder was Corman's first box office bomb. The following year, audiences were introduced to the mad world of Dr. James Xavier in X, the Man with the X-Ray Eyes. Renowned scientist Dr. Xavier discovers a drug that has the ability to give the recipient X-ray vision. After testing it on himself, he grows obsessed with the drug, and it eventually corrupts him as he descends into madness. One signature trope of Roger Corman's is the political undertones that he includes in his films. For some, they are much more obvious, such as The Intruder. Roger Corman was strongly in favor of integration, and the way that he structured his characters in the film was very evident of that. Sometimes, however, a message that he is trying to convey is not directly on the surface, but is instead disguised under a strange and obscure story, such is the case for X, which explores the subject of the devastating effects of addiction on both the addict and those around them. Above all that Roger Corman is known for, he is perhaps most widely attributed to his extensive contributions to the low-budget B-movie genre. It's easy to tell that many of his films are B-movies just by looking at the titles, such as She-Gods of Shark Reef, Teenage Caveman, and Gas, or It Became Necessary to Destroy the World in Order to Save It. The unrealistic and campy quality of his films are matched by intriguing and entertaining storylines. Corman has been able to turn a genre that is often set aside as a subpar way of filmmaking and revolutionize it as a frugal way of making films without having to sacrifice artistic validity. Corman's films often contain protagonists that struggle to make the morally right decision. They must choose whether to make the decision that would benefit them in the short term, but will have a dramatic negative effect on others in the long term. Roger Corman's numerous contributions to film has earned him legendary status. He has influenced and helped start the careers of many people in the film industry, including Martin Scorsese, Ron Howard, and Jack Nicholson. Roger Corman has been able to become a master in multiple genres, including horror, action, and science fiction. Although he is no longer directing, he continues to produce many films, adding to his haul of nearly 500 films.